Scotland G's.
Oh shit, Mike Mass, man, Mike Massey, from the West Side. Grew up on the West Side. Tattoo artist, do all that. Man, I started drawing back like shit. Man, like 3rd grade. You know what I mean? Like my first thing I ever drew was a Mother's Day present with some flowers for my mom, and then after that, it was basically on. You know, just kept it going. Oh man, my favorite artist. There's a lot of like Renaissance artists, but I would say Da Vinci, man. That was a lot of mechanical stuff. It was definitely an inspiration. Just, you know, very expressive, you know, things that actually like relate to people and like might even like spark interest and stuff like that. You know, just anything positive, basically. Good. I mean, you know, wherever it takes me, really. You know what I mean? It's not really an objective. It's just something I really like to do. You know what I mean? So it's cool. I mean, I make money sometimes. You know, do tattoos and stuff like that. But you know, it's cool. I mean, like, yeah, people that I meet. You know what I mean? People that you run into, things you see, stuff on TV or your environment and stuff like that, of course, and then, you know, things I've gone through in my life, so. You know, man, I've actually asked myself that question a couple times, you know what I mean? But it's like, I guess everything I do it turns out to look like a tattoo, so it's more like a detailed, you know, realist type of style, you know? Being an artist basically is like, you know, I think the best thing about being an artist is really like being able to take your thoughts and stuff like that, you know, things that you think, and people can't really kind of like show that to people. I can actually put it on a piece of paper and express it that way all the time, and I can just pretty much take it, even like unrealistic shit, you know, and just like make it whatever I want, you know. Purpose of my art, I guess, you know, inspire people, of course, but it's more like, I don't know, to express myself, you know, kind of get out my inner stress and, you know, kind of, you know, it's cool for me to like look at it and just be like, you know, show myself I can get better at something, you know, it's definitely cool. Man, what I honestly do, I mean, there's, of course, that picture up there with the Shifty Shell Shock, you know, and stuff like that from this old band, like back in the day. It was Crazy Town, and they made this song called Butterfly, and he recognized that. But my most influential one was when my dad showed me his artwork, and he was like, you know, he showed me his first portrait, and it was my mom, and I was like, you know, that's cool as hell. You know, I didn't know that was in the lineage, you know what I mean? So, but that was, I guess that would be it. Individually, you know, not nothing. You know, by myself, it's not nothing. But when you work with other people, it's hard to kind of grasp what they really want, you know, and what they, you know, really want, how they want to express what they want to do. I mean, it's easy, but at the same time, you don't really, you got to keep going back over it. You know, you got to erase shit. And well, can I cuss?
No, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, and then you got to, you know, keep doing it over and over. You waste so much time sometimes, and then sometimes they just don't want it, you know, and then it's like just a big waste of time. When I finish some artwork, you know, it's very rare most of the time when I actually finish a whole thing, you know, because I have so many ideas that pop in my head. I like to just keep them going and going and then come back to them. But when I actually finish one, like these two back here, you know, and maybe a couple over there that are small, you know, it's cool because I can actually look at it and realize I got my whole idea out. You know what I mean? It's cool. Man. Shit, man, it used to be when I was a kid, man, is to meet Morris Day, man, from the time, dog. Like, yo, hey, man, Morris Day and Prince were like my shit, man. So, like, Prince and like Morris Day were like definitely influential. So, I guess for me, like, my dream project right now will be to like do some of my art positive and actually make some of myself with it. So, you know what I mean? Whatever that would pertain to would be, you know, definitely something I would want to do. I mean, I guess I would say, you know what I mean, sometimes it's like I was talking to, you know, you earlier when, you know, about, you know, just when it gets like, you know, when it seems like you're just drawing lines on a piece of paper, you know what I mean? You just keep doing it, you know, there's always something, there's people that will come up to me and just be like, yo, your art's dope, you know, and I'm not even doing it for that, and it's just like, it's cool to be noticed for something that you just do, and that's just you, so, you know, that's just, I would say, questionable, you know what I mean? I would say questionable, and that's just because it sparks people's, you know, why did he draw that? You know, what is that for? And it just brings up a lot of questions, you know what I mean? And I like to answer questions because, you know, I get to know people and stuff like that. So that's definitely how I was trying, you know what I mean?